Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
In search of the cause of engine overheating and frequent activation of the fan, be sure to pay attention to the cleanliness of the radiator. Do not forget about the intercooler, the condenser of the cabin air conditioning system and the radiator of the automatic transmission. Radiator, which are also cooled by the flow of rushing air. In all systems clogged with dirt and bent honeycombs will lead to a violation of heat exchange and malfunctions. Cleaning the radiator will help solve the overheating problem. If you approach the matter wisely, you can properly clean heat exchangers with your own hands. How often you need to do cleaning? Engine cooling radiator, automatic transmission, air conditioner condenser intercooler is recommended to prophylactically wash once every 1 to 2 years or every 30 to 50,000 kilometers. Frequency of cleaning depends on the operating conditions of the car. When driving on unpaved roads and frequent off-road trips, heat exchangers should be washed at least twice as often. Consequences of ignoring periodic external radiator cleaning: loss of power on turbocharged cars. A dirty intercooler increases the temperature of the air at the intake, which reduces the density. Less oxygen enters the cylinders, and because of the higher temperature, cooling of the cylinder walls, combustion chamber, and pistons is impaired. On gasoline turbocharged engines, the risk of detonation increases as the air temperature in the intake tract rises. The air conditioner does not work well. Engine overheating with all its consequences. Kicks, jolts and delays in shifting. Fans to conquer the off-road on the car with automatic transmission. Radiator to monitor the cleanliness of the radiator of the gearbox should be especially keen. Often the cause of jolts, jerks, delayed shifting and accelerated wear of friction packages is in overheating of automatic transmission. Can the radiator be cleaned without removing it? On most cars, removing the engine radiator does not require disassembling the floor of the car. Usually it is enough to drain the antifreeze, unscrew the engine guard, the interfering brackets of the attachment and the radiator mount. There are no problems with the removal of the intercooler. Without removal from the car, it makes sense to wash only the radiator of the air conditioner. And that is only if it is not heavily contaminated, the system is serviceable and filled with refrigerant, to remove the condenser. Freon must be pumped out, which is impossible to do with your own hands without equipment. How to properly wash the radiator, so as not to bend the honeycomb? There are several simple rules, compliance with which ensures that the heat exchanger after washing will be clean and will not leak. All chemicals must be thoroughly rinsed off with clean water to prevent negative effects on aluminum. Water under pressure must pass through the honeycomb at a 90° angle. For better heat dissipation from the coolant, oil or refrigerant circulation tubes, manufacturers reduce the thickness of the honeycomb and increase the number of honeycombs. The water pressure developed by the curvature at the wrong angle will easily bend the honeycomb. Such cleaning will only aggravate the problem of overheating, as bent, as well as clogged with dirt, honeycomb prevent the passage of airflow through them. Experienced washers know about this feature, but a warning will not be unreasonable. Soak the radiator before cleaning, if you wash it with your own hands without a curvature. Remove the top layer of dust, fluff and dirt only with soft brushes. If you do not have a mini washer capable of developing good pressure, prepare a solution of warm water, citric acid and water pipe cleaner. Leave the heat exchanger fully immersed in the solution for 24 hours before washing. The oxidized dirt should be washed off with even a small amount of water. The procedure may have to be repeated several times. It is not recommended to clean the radiator if it has leaks or fogging. There is a high probability that the leakage will increase significantly after cleaning. Damaged and clogged heat exchanger is more profitable to replace at once. Washing the air conditioner radiator in the cabin air conditioning system, the condenser is required to cool the refrigerant before it enters the evaporator. If you do not want to evacuate Freon and recharge the system, remove the fan, grill, bumper and other obstructions to the honeycomb. Wipe off the outer layer of dust, fluff and dirt with a soft brush. Spray the interior and exterior with an aerosol engine cleaner for 5 to 10 minutes. Rinse off any loosened dirt with water pressure. Additionally, blow out the honeycomb with compressed air and rinse until completely clean. Intercooler. After removal, be sure to check for oil inside the intercooler and in the air lines. A small amount of engine oil is normal. But if it is pouring out of the intercooler, then not only turbine repair is needed, but also cleaning of the intercooler inside. A mixture of gasoline and diesel fuel perfectly copes with this kind of washing. Prevention: the engine overheats if the radiator is clogged not only on the outside but also on the inside. To check, fill it completely with boiling water. Touch the entire area of the heat exchanger with your hand. The presence of cooler areas indicates that the coolant circulation channel is clogged inside in these places. Earlier we considered how to flush the heater radiator and the engine cooling system. In conclusion, washing your radiator without bending the honeycomb is a straightforward process that requires careful attention and the right techniques. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can effectively clean your radiator while preserving its integrity. Remember to use gentle pressure, appropriate cleaning solutions, and the right tools to avoid any damage. Regular maintenance not only enhances the efficiency of your radiator but also extends its lifespan. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found these tips helpful for keeping your radiator in top condition.